I've always been a fan of wrestling for as long as I can remember. Really, I started watching it on Sky One as a kid when they used to have wrestling on like Saturday mornings and Sunday afternoons, and I was a real big fan of Shawn Michaels. This is around 1990. One of the earliest, not the earliest memories, but one of the things that really stuck out to me as a kid was in 1996 when Shawn Michaels was facing Bret Hart at WrestleMania, and the whole storyline was it was Shawn Michaels' boyhood dream to win the WWE title at WrestleMania, and that really it kind of struck a note to me that he was just some kid who had a dream, and he eventually achieved that dream, and became a star for it, and it kind of, for whatever reason, it just struck a chord with me, and from then on I said, I was 7 at the time, and I said, well, I would really like to be a wrestler when I'm older.
Well, I got started in wrestling probably about 4 years ago or something, so it was like 14, and my friend was dating a guy that did it, and she was like, oh, I want to get involved, I want to do it and whatever, and she was like, go, but come with me because there'll be no other girls there. Well, she kind of stopped doing it and I just didn't, so that's pretty much the story of that, and I've been pretty much doing it ever since.
Why? God, I don't know, just always watched it as a kid, growing up. I always loved to play football, play Gaelic, played everything, and as soon as I reached about 15, 16, decided one day Paul and Fergal that live out here in Bray, they train in England, they came back here and opened up a school, and I just said, I seen it on the internet and I said, right, I'll give it a go. Came down and just kept coming back, and then eventually why? I must be mad, I don't know. I just, the love of it, you'd be sore every day, it's hard getting out of bed, but just it's always something you wanted to do. And
I just like hurting people.
Well, the aim of the game is not to hurt anyone, so everybody goes home safe and sound, but no, just love doing it and love everything about it.
Why is it fun? I honestly can't explain why I love it so much. I love the fact that it's entertainment, it's sport, it's physical, yet it's cooperative, and it's a show wrapped under the guise of competition, and I like sports, I like entertainment, so I would obviously like wrestling, which is an amalgamation of the two, really. I other than that, I can't really explain my love for it. It's just something that I've always loved watching, and now it's something that I love doing.
When you see someone that looks like 15 years of age and never worked out in a gym in their life, that looks like their next door neighbour, it looks crap really. So people pay in to see a spectacle. You don't have to be jacked up to the gills like Hulk Hogan or anything like that, but once you look half decent, then you're an athlete and you can wrestle. Because at the end of the day, I know it's choreographed, and a lot of them might be predetermined, and we talk through the matches and whatever else, but at the same time it's more of a sport than anything else. It's more athletic than anything else as well. It might be predetermined, but at the end of the day, when you get in there, you have to go just as much as anyone else on any other team, like whether it's rugby, soccer, football, Gaelic, whatever, you have to do it.
Okay, well, if I didn't wrestle, I don't know what else I'd be doing, and that's a scary thought. Uncertainty about what I would be without would that upsets me, and I wouldn't have found as many crazy, amazing people as I have without it. And the experiences that you have in wrestling can't really compare to anything else.
But it takes up your whole life. I mean, you have to be in the gym, training hard weights 5 to 6 days a week. You have to be working on strength, conditioning, speed. You have to be in the ring training. You have to be studying yourself at home, either watching DVDs or watching tapes of old guys or guys out there now, and you have to be constantly thinking of ways to get yourself better and improving all the time. So I mean, it takes up your whole life.
It's kind of like you're doing like a cartwheel.
Well, wrestling is, as sad as this may sound, wrestling is probably the most important thing in my life. Most things I do throughout the day are geared towards or involved with wrestling in some way. To borrow words from somebody, wrestling is, well, it hasn't consumed my life, but it is consuming my life. it's definitely my number one passion.